Rocky will turn 50 next year. It was written by a young Sylvester Stallone, but what inspired him? Where did one of the greatest underdog stories ever originate? On March 24, 1975, the heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali was set to fight Chuck Wepner, the underdog from Bayonne, New Jersey. Now, Wepner wasn't just some geek off the street. Going into the fight, he had a 30-9 professional record. But who was he? Wepner was born in New York City in 1939, but he grew up along the docks in Bayonne, New Jersey. And if you've seen every movie ever made, you know that dock workers are some of the toughest people on planet Earth. Like Rocky, Wepner may have done some dock collecting at some point. But Rocky taught us that this is one of the lowest levels of a crime syndicate, and there's not much room for advancement. So Wepner joined the Marines at the tender age of 15. Wepner began boxing while in the Marines, and before you knew it, he became the best boxer in the Corps. When Wepner left the Corps, he became a professional boxer, an imposing figure at 6'5" and 225 pounds, and tough as nails. But somewhere there was a 28-year-old struggling actor watching all of this unfold on television. He wanted to forge his own path after losing out on some huge roles such as Michael Corleone in The Godfather. Initially, Ali thought this would be a cakewalk, but early on in the fight, he realized this wasn't the case. Wepner wasn't there to just quit, and he didn't let Ali fight his fight. He brought him back to the docks at Bayonne, New Jersey. But Ali, being one of the great competitors of all time, responded. These are some of the heaviest punches I've ever seen Ali throw in a fight. Wepner even knocked Ali to the ground, nearly knocking him out in the 9th round. Ali got up quickly, and he knew that Wepner wasn't going to fold at this point. The fight went 15 brutal rounds incredibly. Ali would ultimately achieve victory. After a technical knockout in the 15th round, the referee called the fight. But Wepner had earned his respect. But he also fought against legends like Sonny Liston and George Foreman. He defeated Ernie Terrell. And a year after he fought Ali, he fought Andre the Giant, who wasn't wearing gloves. Wepner was wearing gloves, and I'm still not sure exactly what this is. The formidable 6'5" Wepner looked tiny compared to Andre. And I've seen the footage of him wrestling a bear, I'm just not going to include it. Wepner was supposed to have a role in Rocky 2, but due to poor decision making, he didn't show up to the set. And yes, the character of Apollo Creed was based on Muhammad Ali. I'm pretty sure Wepner and Ali never sprinted on beaches together, nor did they frolic in the waves. This just doesn't feel like something Chucky would do. Wepner had his own biopic come out in 2019. It was called The Brawler. Obviously, they went to Bradley Cooper and worked their way down from there. Wepner is still going strong at a hearty 86 years old. Tom Hanks plays ex-Major League superstar Jimmy Dugan in the 1992 film A League of Their Own. We are told in the movie that Dugan was a former 6-time home run champ. It is believed that his character is based on Jimmy Fox, one of the greatest players of his era. He hit .325 for his career and had 534 home runs. He coached one season in the All-American Girls Baseball League for the Fort Wayne Daisies. But that's not what I want to talk about. This footage you're watching was shot by Jimmy Fox himself in 1934 using his home movie camera. They were on a ship with all Major League stars heading to Japan to promote the game. As you can see, Babe Ruth was there. For some reason, a 16-year-old Robert Wadlow is there. He stands 7'11" and would grow another foot. Fox and his fellow American teammates would play in an exhibition game against the Japanese national team. Lefty Grove was there, Lou Gehrig was there, legendary manager Connie Mack was there. The major leaguers handled their competition pretty easily, and they really enjoyed their time in Japan and were treated really well by the people there. Everyone wanted to see Babe Ruth, and the major leaguers would only go to Japan on the contingency that Babe Ruth would go. And on to the 1982 Old Timers game, where 75-year-old Luke Appling hit a home run into the left field stands. Appling was born in 1907. He played against Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Jimmy Fox. Old-timer games are nothing new. Incredibly, they date back to 1875, the founding of Major League Baseball. Back then, they featured guys that played in the 1840s and 1850s, some of the earliest baseball games. This is the first old-timers game at Yankee Stadium. It's in 1947. That's Cy Young on the end. Every year, the best Major League pitchers win the award that's named after him. And he was born in 1867, just 2 years after the Civil War. He's probably the oldest player at this game. 1947 was the year Arnold Schwarzenegger was born. It was also the year pitching great Nolan Ryan was born. And ironically, he never won a Cy Young Award. Others in attendance included Tris Speaker, George Sizzler, and Ty Cobb. This is the earliest known instance of professional wrestling that we have on film. It's dated to 1913 and it's been colorized. It seems to have drawn a massive crowd, a prelude for things to come. Please like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching Powerlifting News USA. Out.